we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And the Browns getting set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, Often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's low. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next.
And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A gain of 39 that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now third and goal. Now a toss play to Lewis. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis taking it in. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The pitch to Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
On 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's low. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
No, check, Patriot!
They pitch it to Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up a touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
A toss play to Chubb. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And now he'll will tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Detroit! Detroit!
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Hot, hot.
Jackson on first down. Got an open man. It's Radley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So a line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
set. Green 39.
To throw again is Jackson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A first down carry for Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. On the crossing route, complete. It's Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On third down, it's Lewis. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. Fourth and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Alert three. Hey, switch.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry down to the 25.
Let's go.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do their pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he slides to avoid the hit. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb running right through him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. First carry for their fullback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Space to run past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39!
This time, Jackson will throw it. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This one fielded at the 5. He spins free. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Matthews has it right side. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go play action here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the toss, Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They try again with Lewis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Suckup will put this one right through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Gun! No, check, Patriot!
Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Detroit! 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 Hot! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Throwing now is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about